Tesla is said to have 3 production lines for batteries for the new Model 3 Highland, which could produce 100,000 Model 3 Highlands every single month from one Tesla car factory. This seems insane, but it appears that it's actually true. Now, the word is that Tesla Model 3 Highland models will be available en masse, likely to Australians, to Americans, to Europeans, to everyone, because Tesla apparently are preparing for a flood of orders. Now, what are they doing to prepare for a flood of orders? They're doing something very specific, very particular. I'm going to provide you the details of what's happening and how we know that Tesla expects that orders for the Model 3 Highland will grow. No one will be wanting the old version. So they're getting very much prepared for this explosion of orders, as they say. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sam Evans, and you're watching The Electric Viking. Tesla will resume phase 1 battery production in China for the Model 3 facelift. Of course, the big bottleneck here for the new version of the Model 3 is it's the batteries. Of course. I mean, everything else is relatively easy. I mean, not easy, but if you think about it, what's the most expensive, the biggest part of the car? It's the battery pack. The Gigafactory in Shanghai battery plant can reportedly make 100,000 battery packs every month. That's just Shanghai. That's insane. Tesla is expecting what they call an explosion of orders for the Project Highland version of the Model 3. Now, I had another video come out today. It's giving you an idea of the new Model 3 Highland, what to expect in terms of price, and of course the looks of the car, and apparently won't be hardware 4, will be hardware 3.5 as well. Tesla are preparing to begin deliveries by the end of September 2023 in China and in some places outside of China, probably October to November for Australia, New Zealand, the United States, Canada, many other places, Thailand, etc. around the world. Chinese news website 36KR says for Tesla to meet its targets, they will resume operations on phase 1 of their battery production line at the Gigafactory in Shanghai. That's after Tesla shut it down for upgrades recently. Now, when this says battery production line, it's not what it sounds like. The media are making it sound like it's Tesla making the batteries. They don't make the cells. Tesla makes the packs, yes, but the individual cells themselves are made by CATL. The report says the Shanghai plant has 3 phases of battery production. There's phase 1, there's phase 2, and there's phase 2.2. Be better to call it phase 3 if you ask me, but maybe there's a different version for phase 3. Phase 1 battery production capacity is 3,000 to 4,000 packs weekly. Phase 2 is 10,000 units every week, so more than doubling. Apparently phase 2.2 is also 10,000, so I'm not really sure what it means by 2.2. But anyhow, the combined monthly capacity of the 3 phases apparently is 100,000 vehicles. This is a kind of confusing story, but this news site is genuinely legitimate, so it could be very likely to be true. Battery suppliers apparently don't just include CATL. There's also Ningde Times and LG Chem that will be involved in providing batteries for the new Model 3 Highland. Now, I have no idea what the batteries are that are coming from LG Chem, because no one does. We haven't heard anything about LG Chem providing batteries for the new version of the Model 3 Highland. So yeah, stay tuned for that. As soon as I find out, I'll have a video. I might do a live video on that one because that's really, really interesting. In June 2023, Tesla China laid off workers from its phase 1 battery production line. Now, apparently this was actually not necessarily because it was firing them, but possibly because it was making changes. There was no reason for those employees to be there because it wasn't in mass production, essentially. But other reports say this: more automation in the battery production machinery, as in the battery packaging machinery, etc., has meant less staff are actually needed. Phase 1 is the oldest phase. It has the least degree of automation. So Tesla have automated phase 1 production, as in they have essentially 3 different production lines: phase 1, phase 2, and 2.2. Phase 1 didn't have any automation or very limited automation. Tesla has revamped that production line, not only to make more battery packs, but also to automate it. Tesla have offered some workers the option to transfer to other workshops rather than leaving the business, which I think is a good move. Those areas of employment include stamping, painting, and general assembly. With plans for scaling up manufacturing of battery production line, personnel are returning to work. Tesla kind of shut down some areas, not shut down completely, but reduced staff because they were making all these changes. There was really no reason for a lot of those staff to be there during that period of time. But now they're hiring lots of people and all their current employees are returning to production. However, as you can see, this didn't just happen the other day. This has been happening for a while now. There's actually now thousands of new Model 3 Highland vehicles parked in Tesla's factory at Gigafactory Shanghai. In fact, we can see them in drone videos. They're all covered up because Tesla still thinks we don't know what the Model 3 Highland looks like. We all pretty much do. But anyway, it's meant to be a secret. And it's going to be actually very interesting, not so much the looks, but all the other details once they're revealed, such as LG Chem. How do they come into this story? Anyway, there's some pretty good deals you can get on the Model 3. If you're going to go buy a Tesla Model 3, I would be waiting because Tesla will probably dump stock of the current Model 3 at an even lower price to what they are today. The reason being, the new version of the Model 3 is said to be even cheaper than the current version. Tesla wants to reduce the price, it's saying, in China by a further 15%. That's crazy. So the new version will be not only cheaper, it'll be better, and it'll look better. Yeah, there's going to be some really good deals on new Model 3s and on the previous version of the Model 3. So I'm quite interested to see what's going to happen here in terms of LG Chem. Are the battery suppliers? How do they come into play? But if Tesla truly does have enough battery packs and batteries to make 100,000 Model 3 Highlands per month, does that mean the price will be 15% lower? Because if it was, imagine how many orders Tesla would get. 15% price reduction after we've already seen a series of price reductions this year. That would make this an incredibly cheap car. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.